MSI, DHL, Alienware, Betway, Logitech G, and PaySafeguard.
ESL One Cologne.
We've got a really, really large match that is going to make you guys at home soaking wet. You're right, it's Big Liquid. We're heading into it in just a second. Another best of one. They're opening games for this event as well. Obviously, there's a bit of a rivalry between these two teams as of recent form. You were there yourself in Brazil. You can talk about that maybe a little bit if you remember.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was, Smoothie has had some fighting words ahead of this game.
Indeed, yeah.
Saying he's going to wreck your boys over on Liquid, which, you know, Hugo, you being of American origin.
Yeah.
How are you looking at this one?
That's not true, but I think there is massive upset potential if you want to be convinced I'm not biased. I think that Big are going to be coming into this event a lot more prepared, and of course Smooth did say he got over the land nerves that he had, and even with the so-called land nerves in Brazil, he put up a pretty sick series up against Liquid.
Yeah, he certainly did. I actually think Big are going to do pretty well at this event. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
I am calling them to win this game.
I think I said that this event.
No, like, this game. No, not this event. No. Didn't you say that anyway yesterday?
Yeah.
I think you're joking.
It's coming home, both on the World Cup and ESL One Cologne.
I'll take either of those right now.
I'll take them both, and only them both, and I'll be upset if I don't get them both.
You don't settle for less, Harry. That's important.
Exactly.
I think they've got this game, to be honest. I think Liquid are going to underestimate them in the sense of going, oh, we've already won this game before, twice in fact. I think we should be okay. And I think Big will be a lot more prepared. They will obviously, when you lose a game, you have a lot more to go over and go, okay, this is what we have to improve. And Big, knowing that they're going to face Liquid anyway and already having played against them, it's likely they've done a bit of prep, and Godby's known for his prep, but let's see if the veto works out for Big here, or if Liquid will get a bit of an advantage. So let's go into this. Mirage going straight away for Big.
Yeah, that makes sense. Overpass going to be dropped out by Liquid. That's always... I actually love Overpass. One of my favourite maps. I'm always devastated about not seeing it, but that's fine. Last time, whenever we see these guys play, it's always usually Cash or Inferno. I think maybe if you're Liquid, you maybe want to try and... I mean, on one hand, it's like you should be playing your own game, but also you know that Godby is the kind of guy who's going to go back and rewatch the times that you've played on Cash. I think they're going to try and tend towards Cash. It wouldn't surprise me if we see that be the map.
Big to veto Inferno, I think, is a weird one. Not like a weird one in the sense of like they don't. When I think of Inferno, I think of Big every single time. Or when I think of Big, I think of Inferno every single time because of that major run and how good they were. And yeah, you can argue, okay, they abused some bugs, whatever. But yeah, dust2. This is a weird one. I'm not sure what to think of this.
Love a bit of dust2. Yeah. Let's wait and see. Probably, if I had to guess, wasn't really what Big wanted, but only time will tell. I'm not in the head of Godby. What a place that would be.
Twist has an AK on the pistol.
Love to see it.
Obviously,
that'll be a bug. UI bug. Here's next. He's going to be looking to try and hold down this B bomb site all in his lonesome. Lots of players coming his way. Tizian's going to try and pull through to help him out.
Ooh.
Him and next, they're dispatching a team Liquid. It's Naf and Taco. To get dropped by Tapson on the flank.
Yeah. That was a weird one.
It was.
The back line getting hunted down and Liquid not reacting to that is always awkward, but good start for Big. A bit of a B rush for Liquid that didn't seem to work out. I'm excited at the AWPing this game as well, right? We've got obviously Smoothie on the side of Big. We've got Nitro who occasionally takes it for Liquid, but I would say this is a team that you know, the best team right now that doesn't really have like that solid, definitely going to AWP every single game player, right?
You know what I love? It's like all the players, because I think they did a whole media day here to get some brand new photos to use. Yeah. And it's like, you can tell everyone's been on the road a lot because everyone's got like,
got that hair.
I was about to say everyone's got like facial hair coming through and then we see twists, but...
That hair though.
I know, it's on point.
Damn.
I'm always jealous. I go for the same look, but he just does it better. I suppose that's what happens though when you like win an event, win $100,000. You know, you can afford to have good hair. I can't afford anything.
No.
But here we go. Tabson. He's growing some facial hair. There you go. Little mustache, little goatee. Is that? No, that's not what that is. I don't know. But anyway, over here towards short. Liquid grouping up. Going to look to try and make their way in towards the A-bomb site where Tabson lies in wait. No head armor. That M4A1S going to have the time of its life. Just tapping away onto these Liquid players.
And they are just chilling. They are just waiting for the smoke to fade. Now it has. They will be ready to commit to this. Couple of, well, a single flashbang actually, but they get held back by utility usage from Big again, a team known for its strong utility usage. Now the flash coming through, 30 seconds. Talk about taps. That's Taco finding the deagle shot coming through, and now a man advantage here for Liquid, an opportunity presenting itself to take over this A bomb site. Big need to get some kills now because it's only damage, and damage is not enough. 15 seconds left on this clock, and the plant yet to come through, but Liquid should be able to get that down with a follow-up kill from Elige. This is not a round Big should be losing, and things are falling apart pretty quickly.
They are indeed. Elige going to drop Smooya. It's next down in CT. Desperate to try and claw away back into this for Big. And while he does manage one, that's going to be it. Got beat. Takes one of the dome. And that one will be Team Liquid swiftly returning around. Always makes me want to throw a coffee cup around the studio.
Is that what that noise was?
That is what that noise was. Wasn't me who did it. It got thrown at me.
Violent fan. A lot of those here in Crefeld.
Yeah, travelled all this way.
Who needs Cologne? Dear. What a round to lose from Big, though. That's just a big mistake. Like, so many shots missed in the CT spawn. Liquid did a great job of not actually committing to the duels and not over-facing, but like, Big should be winning that round. That's just a mistake. So, unfortunate start there for Big, considering their pistol round was so strong, but now they've got to go back to pistols. CZ's, in fact, with that saved scout up on the body of Nex. We do have a scout here for Nitro as well. Team Liquid armed to the teeth. A couple of rifles. Smooya's Fama sitting in the hands of Russell. Missed the twist. Team Liquid playing this one slow, not wanting to make any mistakes. Not like the ones Big did in the previous round. Don't want to throw away this to pistols. But they will be congregating up outside of Long, at least for now. Godby being a solo player there in pit on CZ. He does have taps on the site, but he can barely support him considering not only the range, but also the angle. Obviously, Liquid don't have to commit to walking out Long to get rid of Godby in the pit if he peeks alongside them, but tabs them. Going to come in for a bit of support. Godby and him running some crossfire, but Liquid have the manpower to get rid of this.
Yeah, flash goes over, going to blind them both. Godby going to be left high and dry. Tizian does what he can. Ultimately not going to be that much, but Smooya has managed to drop Taco. They have the scout on Nex. Together they can try to combine this and shut down this push gap in that smoke, and Nex is going to go peeking through it. They want to try and assemble a boost, and I like the idea, but the execution doesn't come through. Leaving Elige and Nitro 2-on-2, feeling comfortable. They have this crossfire set up. Nex trying to desperately connect something, jumping with the scout. Won't be able to find anything just yet. Elige drops him, and Smooya 1v2 would have been great. Elige with the ace. What a round. Didn't even realize it was an ace till just now. But Elige is 8-1.
Very strong start, like rain almost again. Kicking off this map with good footing. So Liquid 2-1. Now that's going to put Big down to the eco. They can't afford to reinvest here and go for some kind of heavy force. It is just going to be that eco before they get rifles in the next round. But Harry, only $2,400 coming after this, not including kill bonus. And the fact that everyone on Big is on either 1,900 or 2,100, 2,000 basically, means that they are going to have a very limited first buy. Unless I get some USP kills.
Well, that doesn't look to be happening anytime soon. Maybe they'll get one onto Taco. A bit overzealous, but he's still able to find the kills. The bomb goes down. Yeah, this round should be all said and done. Hugo, you want to give me an A-stream update? Do you want to get on that while we
what's going on.
Watch the very end of this round? One kill does come through from Nex. What they've done, by the way, with the coffee that's gone everywhere.
Yeah.
They've put down like a.
What is that?
It's like a what dogs like wee on, like a. That's what it looks like.
A lamp
like a
post.
little mat, you know. You just like put it down.
Okay. Well, it's 2-0 to Fnatic against North right now on Inferno.
Early days. That sounds fun. But getting back into this one, Big. They've bought up. They've got what they can. Godby's taken a sacrifice in terms of picking up that MP7, the recently reduced in price SMG. You can grab the extra utility. Tizian's going to go up past that smoke. He might catch Taco off guard. And there we go. Taco's not ready for it. Smooya steals it from Tizian's hands. And now it's Tabson. Inside of this A-bomb. Site has support from Nex. Drops the smoke close. And that's going to force these engagements to work their way on in. Going to does get caught by a Liege, and next, while he is good for one, so many players coming his way. Gonna have some real issues here.
Oh, just some nice shots being hit from Liquid. They are looking warmed up and ready to play. Everyone stepping up, but it's Tizian left alone. He's dropped the bomb. He might be able to cut it off with a molly, but they peek him too quick. Not ready for that. Liege again, cleaning up that round with a 3K. He is 13 and 1.
That's what I was going to say. He's unreal.
He's feeling it.
I remember when a Liege, I don't know if it was his first team, but I remember when I first heard of him was because he played for a team called Elevate. Back in the day.
Old school. And
I was actually an editor, briefly, for the team Elevate. And I remember messaging him being like, "Oh, dude, you're so sick." And then, now look at him. He's doing great.
And you're doing great. You know, you've both risen together.
Yeah, well, you know, I guess we just benefit each other. If he could send me some words of encouragement, I'll send him some.
Well, you'll just say them.
That's true. I can just say it to him now.
I was going to say on stream, but... Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you're doing exactly that now anyway.
Yeah. Still, he's 13 and 1, Hugo. That's pretty mental. You know, you've seen some records almost get broken today. Maybe he's going to be the one to do it. 46 kills in a game is where the record stands. That's what Elijah is trying to beat. He's 13 and 1 right now. He's going to go over here towards Long. Oh, catches a couple of nades. Only going to manage 1 kill. There's his second death of the game. Now he's 14 and 2. Gobby picks that up. And I'd love to go and retrieve that AK, make sure that Big can't get their prying hands on it. I think they're going to be able to.
Yeah, but the problem is the B site's about to be uncovered here by Liquid. They're splitting their way in. Next, he gets rifle. He has an opportunity, but he can't follow up with the second kill. It's just Smooya at the back of the site here. His teammate too far away to assist, but they haven't checked it. Oh no, there's an AWP dropped. If he can grab that, Smooya's got his weapon of choice, and he's followed up. Second kill off the back of the P250, and a gun taken. An AK as he waits for Taco. Just hiding at the back of the site, needs his teammate for support, but maybe Smooya can just take the 1v1. Not committing to the duel, he spots Taco as well, waiting for the second peek to come through, and Smooya's going to clean it up himself. 3 frags off the back of the pistol, and the AK will clean it up. Big are going to win an eco. That should not be happening. Our resident British boy stepping up, Harry.
Yeah, you know, we don't get to that very often, so be prepared to hear it a lot. There he is, Smooya.
He's got the AWP as well now. Taps in on the secondary, so Big are going to have a lot of firepower in this round, although that is countered by that of Nitro with an AWP, and Naf is on the scout, although limited. No armor behind it.
Next, trying to hold. There's a lot of players already out. I'm not sure he's entirely aware, and he's going to get caught, although he's allowed to get away. Godby saves him with a nice one-tap down on the Taco. Bails his teammate out of trouble, and in the meantime, look at Smooya go. He's all the way through tunnels. This is massive. The amount of information this has gained. Tizian's now freed up to go and rotate over here into middle. There's no way they're going to be ready for Smooya this deep.
Did you say that?
Actually, yeah, Liege was looking curious. I'm going to return back to A, and Smooya spotted all this out. You can see that's freed up the rotation. Tizian now leaves mid, starts to make his way over here towards the A bomb site, and the pressure's on. They have all the information now. They need to hit the shot. Scott B finds his second kill of the round. Smooya now emerging from long. Quick double for him as he locks in another round for Big.
Very nice rotation. A bit of a risk there, of course. If Liquid had a lurker down in the tunnels, that could have been a pick back their way, but it doesn't work out for Liquid. Smooya with a big flank, and Godby finding a couple of kills as well to add to that tally. Third round taken from the German roster, mostly so. And Liquid, North Americans, down on pistols. Got armor for Taco and Deagle as well, and a couple of players here, but nothing too heavy for Liquid. Another expected 4th round here from Big to try and equal up the scoreline. Smooya trying to lock down mid, and he does get the tag to Nitro, but a lot more needed to be done here. Next playing close as well, so they have a 1-2 setup ready and waiting, and Smooya going back in, cannot connect the follow-up shot. Next needs to get out of position because he's cornered, and Twist going to wallbang him. Smooya saving his own life by getting that trade, but he needs to be careful he doesn't walk into the posted Deagles.
Tizian. Ooh, quick tap on a Twist. It looked a bit worrying for a second, but this is where you hope Team Liquid do get snuffed out. Saying that, they retrieved an AK from mid. That was Nexus that he lost earlier on. Tabs are going to miss that shot, and that's a big shot to miss. Gonna go back and
what?
another whiff from Tabson. Now the pressure falls on a Godbeat. Alone at long, and players progressing down through short. He's get up ahead of Liege, who spearheaded that charge. The bomb goes down. This is still far more than Team Liquid ever should have accomplished. It don't look like they're done yet. Now gonna get put into bed. Godbeat rises to the occasion as he locks in that round from Cart. 4-4. Big managed to find themselves another. One thing I will say, Tabson, remember he was the talking point of Big throughout their whole tenure as a team. It feels like lately he's been having a bit of like an identity crisis to what he wants to do within this roster. You know, he picks up the AWP a lot, but I think I wouldn't necessarily say he's that proficient with it. I always loved Tabson on the rifle, I'll be honest, but I mean...
He's one of those players that's so good with the rifle, it's like, why would you AWP? You know, he can definitely put up games with it, but when you have Smooya already hitting shots, and he is right now, I don't think it's as necessary, right, to run this double AWP. But let's see if it works out for Big up against the rifles, because the pistols, it came very, very close to being a failure, but this is where maybe they can find some more success. It's Nitro out long, looking to try and open up. Again, Big have not really been able to contend with this long control. Godbee's up on the car, been having a strong game so far. Liquid with the smoke down, they don't want to mess around with it. So easy to hide someone inside that around one of the edges. This time we don't have any aggression coming in from the CT side, no push up on that flank, and luckily so, because Liquid have a default spread across the entire map. I do like one thing though, they are constantly switching up the positions of these AWPs. We've got Tabson now on short, Smooya in middle, being dynamic, not staying predictable here, and Liquid don't have an AWP to counter this, so it's not like they can, you know, throw a player into position to try and get one of Tabson or Smooya out of the server. So up towards short, Liquid do take. They've got a very good, done a very good job of getting this map control, because they've forced Big away from this early aggression, but the time is ticking away. The utility is dwindling for Liquid, and now they've got to really rely on their aim to get them into this site. But hey, if there's anything we can rely on in Liquid, it is their aim.
Almost certainly, and there we go, Nitro with the opener once again leaves the pressure on a Godbeat. It was heroics from him in the previous round from Card, netted them success. He now has to try and do that once again, and Nitro hasn't spotted him. Gonna get caught. Godbeat manages one before he's traded out. 3 versus 3 in the retake, and Twist gonna spearhead this offensive down, taking the fight into CT, and no one from Big was ready for that. Fifth round for Team Liquid.
That was really nice as well, because not only did they double peek the CT spawn, but they had, I think it was Naf on top of the site looking down, so Bigger split their attention towards not only the site, but also the ramp, and you know, there's just more players on Liquid, so you're never going to win that if you're Big. If Liquid get aggressive, it's, you know, Liquid letting Big play their own game in that clutch retake there, maybe Big win it, but Liquid forcing the kills, keeping confident, and showing a nice afterplant on this A-bomb site is going to put them back in the lead.
Yeah, most definitely. Over here towards tunnels, Smooya peeking in, Taco on the other side. A standoff right now. He's going to creep forward. Does he want to go any further?
It's a game of patience. Taco throwing in utility, it might bait Smooya back, but instead it does the opposite, of course. I like the angle, but that's not really a good one with the AWP, so he'll fall back. One thing you can count on Smooya for is a fair bit of aggression. We'll see if Big has tamed him, or if he will still be unleashing this in this map. Already shown a bit of a long flank before, but this time he wants to settle back to a passive B play, because right now Liquid are putting a lot of pressure on middle, looking maybe to go for this mid to B split, and the players are out. The bomb is still there, but Tizian is holding the line. 1 kill, looking to double it, and Nex is going to join him. Smooya has to shut down this tunnel split, and he'll do so with great effect. 2 shots in with the AWP, and now it's Nitro, last man up here for Liquid. Seems like this round has just been a slaughter.
It most definitely has, and it's just great seeing that British flag flying high, doing damage. You know, they always said that we were a dead meme, and one man rose from the ashes of UK Counter-Strike. That man is Smooya, and he's on a mission. I'm really eyeballing this. He's on a mission to, I don't know.
Yeah, where's this going?
Point is, Papa Smoo, UK Hope.
10 and 5.
Doing damage. Boom. Oh, he's just going to keep going. Frag down over in mid. Onto Twist. And that's the man advantage gained early on for Big. One thing I will say on a real note, you know, all memes aside.
Yeah.
I do think since Smooya's come into this team and Big made some necessary changes, you know, you get rid of Legia, you know, you switch things up, bring in Tizian. And then you had Smooya on top of that. I think they're a much better team than they were looking back a few months ago. I mean, they disappeared into pretty much obscurity, right? But Tabson here with the AWP. There we go. Shooting gallery for him. Last man out over towards short is Nitro. And this is certainly not an easy feat. So many players there. He's going to get finished off. Big. Taking the lead now. 6-5.
And look at the scoreboard for Liquid as well. It's a lead with 16 kills. Everyone else 5 and below. It is a solo carry right now for Liquid. And that's the problem, right? Because, yeah, you have 5 rounds. Yes, you're definitely keeping this game close. But if all your rounds are coming off of Allegia's multi-kills or aces, you can't fall back on that. You can't rely on that. If Allegia gets picked by an AWP, where do you fall back to? Obviously, not to say that Liquid don't have the depth in this team, and they certainly have some star players. Nafly is a great example. But right now, at least in this game currently, Liquid are struggling to step up to perform to the same level as Allegia. So let's hope that changes. Let's hope we have more players come out of the woodwork. Because right now, Big certainly giving it to them. As Smooya predicted, he did say they were going to get banged. And right now, everyone apart from Allegia is getting banged.
Yeah, that is such a fun story as well to look at. Like the tension between these two teams coming into this. Smooya, he was out for revenge. Team Liquid, over on their Twitter, they responded to his claims. LeMayo. Well,
ooh, goodbye.
Allegia certainly isn't LeMayoing anymore. He's looking pretty serious. He's dropped Smooya down in mid, out for revenge. And now Tizian standing alone, trying to be the sole defender of this B-bomb site. So much to do. They're not ready for Taco, who hasn't pushed in just yet. He's doing the damage. It's Tizian. They line up for him. He's dropped the bomb, and Tizian has made this possible. Bomb going to be retrieved, thrown across to Taco. Got beat. Going to lead the charge. Him and Tabson. A partnership old as time itself. Quick flick on to Naf. Now Taco. 1v2. No. Oh my good. Oh. Spots the barrel, goes for the no-scope. Knife out. Taco tries to do what he can, but it's not meant to be, and they managed to get it done. All thanks to Tizian inside of that bomb site. He's the one who made that possible.
I like Liquid playing to their strengths, though. Just give Allegia rifle, send him right out middle to go really, really fast and get that opening kill. Takes down Smooya, splits him into the B-bomb site, and actually gives Liquid an opportunity to win that round. Yes, they lose it at the post-plant, but a lot of that opening was made from Allegia finding the pick and finding currently the top performer for the other team. That is Smooya himself, who is back on the AWP, and Liquid not quite the same amount of cash for them. It's pistols in play and a bit of utility. I do like it when you get some nades, especially on dust2, right? Because you need to smoke off these orbits like this. Tabson's going to have free reign over middle unless they use their utility, but he sends one packing. Nice chunky HE grenade to knock down a couple of players, and even follows up with a tag onto Allegia, so adding insult to injury. Big yet to even receive a shred of damage. Have already put Liquid into a very awkward spot, and the more nades the better for Big. That's the philosophy here. Next is going to pile them back. God B flashing through, but it's Liquid playing it fast, getting up onto the site, and we've seen Big struggle from these CT retakes before, so will Liquid be able to completely catch them off guard and upset them? It seems to be no. Shut down for Nex and God B. Everyone dead as quick as you like it. Big don't lose a man.
8-5. Big 3 rounds ahead. The buy going to be coming in for Team Liquid. They have everything they could possibly need. No AWP going to be bought out. It's just rifles across the board. Still struggling to contend with this double AWP set up over on the side of Big. It was fighting talk, of course, from the German-UK mix coming into this, in particular from Smooya. All right, now he looks to try and do good by his word. Tabson looking down here towards bottom of mid. Twist on the other side. Timing's everything.
Ooh.
He has to split his attention. Doesn't have anyone else down in mid to keep an eye on the cat aggression. That's the only issue. They could just go walking down through short. Maybe we'll see Nex start to aggress up, try and keep an eye on Catwalk, but never mind. Tabson going to go ahead and do it for him. Spots the flash, going to go back in with a repeat. Tagged up, has to fade away. Twisted down in lower tunnels as well. Elige has opened up on the Smooya. He's in the back of the A bomb site. He's been dropped, and now Elige running up long. The pressure falls to Gobby and Tabson, and Tabson's been toppled by Elige. Just frags raining in from the youngster left and right. And Elige now crosses into the bomb site.
This really is a one-man army right now for Liquid, but hell, it's getting the job done. Elige looking for his 3rd kill, but it might not matter at this point. Everyone's dead. Liquid have fallen back off of mid where the bomb originally sat and taken A through long. Tizian pressured, but Godby does respond. And now this is actually doable considering the fact that everyone's really low on Liquid, but that kill just may seal the deal. Elige with his 3rd, and I mean, that is literally just one player going off. Smooya keeps getting picked from Elige. I mean, once they take down that first line of defense, Big seem to crumble. Every time Big have the man advantage, they seemingly close out the round. But
this is mental, though.
Yeah.
I've never seen a carry that's like this one-sided.
And the game is still close. Yeah. That's the weird thing as well.
And it's all Elige.
You sometimes see games like this where it's like Elige has 20 kills, but Liquid would have like 2 rounds. It'd be like 10-2, and one player's going off, but they can't close out the rounds. The difference is Elige is getting 3 kills, and they're winning the rounds. Like, I say you can't rely on this, but hell, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, Elige has been watching some simple demos or something along those lines. Maybe the rest of the team. I don't even know where I was going to go with that. But 8-6, Hugo. Elige is absolutely out of this world right now. Double AWP going to be brought back out for Big.
I wonder when they're going to stop with the double AWP. If, probably not. It's the last round, so definitely not. Yeah, either way, we'll see. Fast long play here for Nitro. Elige not going in first because he doesn't want to get picked. Nitro sits in the molly blind, so nothing he can do there. Next is going to burn him to oblivion, and now Big with a man advantage, and we've already talked about how good they are at closing it out once they have said man advantage, but the X factor is still alive, and that is Elige. Equipped with an AWP, not typically his weapon of choice, but let's see what he can get done with it. Considering we all do have that double AWP on Big, certainly not a bad decision for Elige to employ this weapon.
Well, got B. Oh, the angle twist going to behead him back into a 4-on-4. And next, they know where he is. Tabson has to flick his attention back up towards short, trying to reposition Taco now. Could just walk on out and put an end to all of this, but Naf going to be the one to drop him. It's Smooya and Tizian. 2 versus 3, one of the new German boys in the squad. Everyone's favourite and really only British boy in CS. Elige. Open round. Drops out Smooya. Now leaving Tizian in a 1 versus 3. Back to Tukwala. They know where he is, and Naf's going to go to finish him off. Team Liquid managed to find 7 rounds there at the very end.
I love that from Elige. He's 30 HP. The bomb's planted for Taco down long. Both his teammates have full health. No reason to do anything. He just runs and peeks and chases down that kill and still gets it. The question is now, well, we can see the Betway odds firstly. Big, not favoured despite winning. Now, the reason I think this could be a bit of a problem for Liquid is it's great if Elige is doing that on the C side, right? Running into sites, getting 3 kills. Now that we've swapped over, and Liquid are literally just depending on Elige right now, if the other players cannot step up, Elige is not going to have the ability to run into a bomb site and get 3 kills. He's on the CT side. If Big can avoid him, this could fall out of control for Liquid. So we've got to hope either everyone steps up or Elige somehow keeps this up. It's very hard to keep up this kind of, these amount of kills when you switch halves. You rarely see players do that.
Well, Big have just opted to go for a timeout. Chance to mull things over as well.
Yeah.
But still.
I'd imagine it's technical, more because we don't see the graphic at the top, and this is longer than 30 seconds. But who knows, maybe they've stacked every single pause into half-time. We've got a 2-minute break.
I mean, that would be the most gobby thing ever,
You're not
right?
allowed to do that, though.
Oh.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that's against the rules.
Really?
Yeah. Although, no, I'm not going to make that joke. Don't worry.
I think I can guess the
something about rules.
The route you were going with that one. But yeah, I mean, I do kind of share your sentiment with the whole, they're relying on Elige a lot, but I also feel like the last round was a very character-building round for the rest of the squad. Everyone was stepping up. They were all starting to get back into the swing of things. I don't think you have as much of an issue now. I think you know, Elige finding all the openers, fine on the T side, but I still think you can rely on the rest of the guys to do a good job here on the CT side. But still, I'm curious if it plays into it. As much as it kind of looks like it might, then yeah, Big could very much walk away with this one.
A Liquid player has gone to the toilet, apparently. They've got some liquid to expel from their body.
Maybe it's Elige. Maybe all the carrying has just compressed his bladder down over the course of the first half.
Or maybe it's the 4 other players that need to chill out and relieve some tension before they go back into the second half. Who knows?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
That just sounds horrid.
Yeah, that really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's not my intention.
Sorry, I'm really tense, mate. I have to go to the bathroom quickly. Okay. Jeez, bit keen, mate. You know, a lot of money on the line.
These are your words, not mine.
Yeah, well,
I never said anything.
It's your. Yeah, well, I don't know.
You can derive whatever you want from my joke.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can hit them typing away.
Yeah. Clearly I really want to see the chat, to be honest, because there's clearly a rivalry between these guys.
Oh, Smooya is pretty funny, I'll be honest. He likes to rile up the people he plays against.
Yeah. I've seen him at UK LANs. He does his screaming.
No, I'm going to quickly search for a picture I took from when Smooya was playing in Belo Horizonte.
Yeah.
Of the chat.
The in-game chat.
Yeah. I kind of would figure. I thought I had it to hand. I'm going to be honest. I didn't anticipate there being.
That's what I can fill while you find that.
Yeah. You just go. Oh no, I found it. It's all good.
Okay. Can I have a look?
Well, actually, it was between these. You know, it was when they played on stage. Naf and Smooya having some BM.
Yeah.
With one another.
Oh, you're not even going to read it out. That's such a.
I was going to, but it wasn't as
cocktease.
funny as I thought it was.
No.
Yeah, like in my head at the time, I was like, wow, this is some comedy gold. And then I read it, and I was like, oh, I've just really overhyped this.
Good job, Harry.
Yeah.
Digging yourself that hole.
You know.
Well, Liquid could be in a hole here if they can't step up individually, because I don't want to take away these 7 rounds from them. They were fantastic, but if we have a look at the scoreboard, if Rush is on the ball, he usually is. If it is Rush still. I think we've got the cinematic, so maybe not right now. We will have a look in a second, at least. Yeah, it is a one-man army, so I'm hoping Liquid can kind of all find their form, but yet to be seen. That sounds like a lot of readies or something, maybe coming in chat. Or someone spamming some emotes. Not emotes, but like...
CS emotes. Don't give Valve any new ideas.
Oh, God. Do you want to buy some emotes, Harry?
We've added the emote
capsule,
yeah. Now you can spam chat with, I was going to say, I don't know, I was going to say like Pepe's, but they're like banned now.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
Memes are banned.
Yeah.
The year's 2018, the EU has banned memes. What's happening?
This is why we need Brexit.
The world...
No.
Hugo is nice big Brexiteer.
Absolutely not. Right, second half coming underway though. That's the scoreboard.
Mate, we need the EU. Look, Suria's only successful now.
In
now
Germany.
that he's joined the German team, all right? So
yeah,
he's,
I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
I'm liking this. Well, second half underway now. Thank you for sticking with this absolute monstrosity of Phil. We've got a lot of utility here for Big. We've got a Molotov on God B as well. The tactician himself has Big work fast out long. Smooya holding on to middle, but careful. He is up against USPs as he's got a Glock. Not a fight you really want to take. So Big setting up outside long. Liquid giving them a lot of respect here, playing passive on the site and focused mainly on middle with a cap player and 2 mid players. When will Big strike? That is the question.
All right, now looks like they've decided it's going to be long, but Elige. Uh-oh. He's all the way in T-spawn. And this is going to cause them some problems. Now, Smooya hasn't heard him. Hasn't heard anything. Smooya. There we go. Now he knows.
Good night.
There we go. That's Elige toppled, and that's the man who's been at the top of the board for Liquid. You can see that A stack, they had all 4 players here. It's had to disperse. They've had to go ahead and leave the stack that they originally had.
I think time's going to be an issue here if Big don't make a decision, right? They're looking back towards B with that bomb, but even then, you know Liquid are going to be rotating players back. If they can find Twist, maybe this round is going to be a confident one for Big, but Twist is making it count every shot, but he only hits 1. Tabson trading back, and the bomb spotted up in the tunnel, so Big not going to commit straight up for the B play. It will tempt Liquid into thinking maybe this isn't B, but They're all going to move into middle to try and take these fights, try and cut down this cat split. Naf, another shot connecting, and now they're going to make their way up short with 20 seconds left.
Well, Taco tapping away. Tizian has been able to sneak on by. Flash rains in. It's the peak about to come through on ramp that could decide everything, and Tizian wins it out. Now Nitro and Taco. I think that's just Taco. 1v3 over at long. There's the first frag to Tizian. Still has Nex and Tabson to topple. Taco gonna try and make it across. Nex hasn't peeked into it. He tries to clear CT first. Spots the head of Tabson. Taps away. There's the first, but Nex peeks out just in the nick of time. Gets the trade, and Big, they're gonna win the pistol. 9-7. And now a chance to start to springboard into the lead.
And I love that from Elite as well. He knows that like he's basically carried this first half. So in order to try and win the pistol, he just goes on this mega flank to try and ace from behind. But because he was far too fast and aggressive, he gets caught by Smooya. So a shame there from Elite, but as long as that doesn't happen again, he could still find his form and continue his form. It's been fantastic so far. 22 kills. So Big now rifled up and rallied up through long. Team Liquid on the force with some pistols and some armor, but they're all stacked into middle, Harry. And Big, again, is same setup. It's outside long their position right now. So if they walk up towards this A bomb site, they're going to get it for free.
They will indeed. I don't know that yet, though. Smooth, yep, clearing out mid. Ooh, Elige saw him.
Spidey senses tingling. Oh, my God.
He's so good. There's Elige. Gonna get rid of our boy. It's a real internal conflict for me. I'm a big Elige fan, but then Smooya is British. So who do I side with?
Neither. You'd be objective, Harry.
Yeah, impartial. Here's Tizian. Over towards the top of mid. Elige still looking deadly with the D. He wants to go and retrieve that AK. Tizian's keeping an eye on it though, and there's no getting past him. Two more players going to offer themselves up to Tizian in middle. He manages the first, but Twist trades, and now 3 versus 3. The bomb only just going down. Liquid in with a chance in this retake.
Yeah, but Big, they worked out the fact that the A site was empty with all this commotion in middle. Big are going to dive past this, get that plant through, and Liquid are going to look to save this gun on Twist, but there's still one player somewhat committed. That's Taco in the spawn. He's only got USP, so you may as well try and grab an exit. Maybe hunt down a player here. Does he have a gun? There we go. He's got a deagle. It's okay. But just going to hold on to it for another round. Allow Big to pick up their 10th. Another anti-eco coming through in the follow-up. And we're actually going to have some guns behind it, Harry, at least for the side of Liquid. The best part about this as well is Liquid not full eco, but half bought in the second round. So you can see Nitro and Twist both have spare money. So they can easily just buy up armor around these rifles and it won't actually affect their 4th round buy. Not too much, at least.
Looks like they might just keep things vanilla, though. Twist going to get some armor. Maybe even make a case for throwing something over to Elige. I think he was given the dig by Twist. So yeah, it's a decent buy right now for Liquid, and they will have one in the next anyway, as you pointed out. Going to be a 4-man stack over here at long. Godbeat about to discover this in the most terrifying way. Twist opens up. Trade comes through from Tizian. Trying to pick up the pace, and there's so many bodies here. You just want to try and get Godbeat out of position. But Tizian going to do more than that. Bails him out. Elige and Taco left alive.
Yeah, normality being restored here to some extent. Rifle thrown over to the player with health. That's Tizian. Smooya attempts to lock down mid. Molly does spot. I think that was Taco on the cross. Yes. He's going to get the tag as well. So sends Taco packing. Now Liquid just hold strong. Elige with a headshot angle as well. So the fact that he's not got armor on this Galil is going to be null and void. If he can land some opening shots, this could be good. They expect the angle though, and Smooya finally gets his revenge. In that T side, Elige was taking him down numerous rounds in a row. So finally Smooya dropping him in return, and now it's Taco on the long flank. But this round is looking to be over. Big have smoked that spawn. Again, being consistent with their utility usage, not making any mistakes. It does allow for Taco to get in position because they're taking so long to plant, but it's still a 3v1. It's still a supposedly one round from Big unless something incredible happens.
Yeah, it'd be monumental if Taco manages anything here. He'd love to just grab a gun and get out of there, and he's going to be allowed to get the AK. So that's a pretty big win for Liquid. He carries that forward and now could actually drop an AWP over in the next round. We saw Elise donning it a little bit towards the end of the first half.
I was going to say, let's play the game of how many kills does Elise get in the second half, because he got 22 in the first half. He's currently sitting on 1 in 3 rounds. I'm a little scared he's going to slow down, and then Liquid are going to kind of get...
Well, that comes back to the issue that you said about, you know, over on the T side it's fine, because he was the man opening up. But now on the CT side, if the rest of the guys don't kind of return to form, then yeah, you are going to start to struggle, because Elise, it's very easy to just avoid him, or, you know, like push 3 guys into it. Then what is he going to do, right? You don't have that same potential to find the opening frags on the CT side just by nature.
Fast play up long here for Nex, looking to go for a contact, and he is going to find the opener as well. With that AWP, he can throw that right back to the hands of Smooya if he wants to. We'll see. Yes, he will. But in the meantime, got B. He knows they're pressured on long, so they pull players over there, and as a result, he's worked his way all the way through short. He's going to sneak his position up to the A site, and you can see Nitro has absolutely no idea. Going to get completely blindsided, and got B doing the magic himself. Big brain, and Nitro's brain is splattered all over the side of ramp. It's a lead to try and get aggressive, and he might be able to turn the tide of battle, but tabseN is 1 step ahead. Big with a 5-on-2. A 3-man advantage and a bomb going down on this A site. They are going to be very happy with this.
Yeah, they most certainly are. Smooya even delaying this bomb plant, giving the team some time to try hunting down these remaining players over on the side of Liquid. You have to be a little bit careful with that so as to not give them a situation where they could justify going for the retake.
Oh.
RIP. Timing's not there for him. That's the AWP dropped as well, and now it's just Naf left 1v4 trying to hold on to the AK, and Nex not going to let that happen. Big 12-7.
Big are actually a really good team at doing stuff like that, right? You know, the delayed bomb plant on Smooya. We see them a lot when there's like 10 seconds left on the clock, not killing someone and hiding from them, then trying to kill them after time. I think of what I've seen, they're the only team I can think of that consistently actually does that, that when they have the opportunity, they will nearly always take it to just hide. Obviously, there's some situations where you can't do that. You've got to find the kill. But yeah, Big are really good at like just messing with the other team's economy, and that's kind of what they've always been strong at. So it's nice to see Big doing the same here, hunting down those saving players, as you say. And Liquid now, they've really got nothing to play with. We've got a scout, we've got some pistols, but it's a 12-7 scoreline, and we're only a couple away from the victory here on dust2. Liquid right now, Harry. They're getting banged.
Yeah, there we go. Smooya, he said, that was his quote.
Yeah.
He was going to bang out Liquid. Liquid famously replied with Lamau. So there we go, to keep you up to date with the beef, with the revenge plot, everything that's going on in this game. Here's Naf and Taco to try and hold down the B bomb site, but instead tabseN going to tear them limb from limb. The unarmored opponents over on the side of Liquid, no match for the 7.62 rounds in that AK. That's going to be a 13 for Big. No chance for Liquid in this one. Yeah, just going to buy together in this coming round, and maybe if they can hold on to something here, then this is worth it.
They're just they're just hunting here. Big are just absolutely keeping Liquid's economy in a mess. Just not letting them even save a pistol. Making sure they really get in their heads, and I don't blame them given the history between these two teams. Very recent.
I kind of like that. I feel like also that's one of the reasons for hunting, right? You know, you're only up against pistols anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like for the whole, like, yeah, it's like the get in their heads thing, you know, keep them down, be like, yeah.
I don't think it's hard to get in Liquid's heads considering half these players have like 5 kills anyway. And we're 20 rounds in.
I already think they're in. Like, you look at the score and you're like, oh, Lige 23 and, you know, whatever. Top of the board, and then you see everyone else like not too great around him, and you think like at this round now, that's like still a good scoreline posted by him, right? But then you take into account that at round 15 he had 22 kills. You know, in the last 6 he's been able to get 1, and that's kind of the downfall of him being over on the CT side.
Well, he's gone out of this one. Let's see if Nitro can pick up the pieces of this fallen round, and so far a pretty unsuccessful half. No rounds found by Liquid. That needs to change here because Big are only 3 away from a victory on dust2 on their opening game here in Cologne. God, B sneaking up through the smoke. Won't commit to it just yet. Nitro's on the other side, posted with the AWP. Again towards the car, such a prominent position to see AWPers in. But Big, are they setting up smokes or are they backing off? It's going to be the former. Still looking to commit towards this A bomb site, but there's always the option for a late B play if it does go tits up, because they have a man outside of the B tunnels and one inside the lower tunnels as well. So plenty of options still open for Big, and I think it is a fake. They're throwing in utility, but they're not committing with it.
Taco, though, he's discovered first point of contact. God, B through the smoke, through 2 smokes. One wasn't enough of a challenge. He's going to go ahead and drop Nitro now. It's just Twist left to deal with it. God, B.
He's been opening up so many rounds.
He's made the transition. Now he's the muscle as well as the brains in this team. Top of the board along with tabseN and Nex. Actually, everyone pulling their own weight equally. Right now, Liquid would be feeling pretty good if they were in the same boat. Sadly, a lot of it has come down to Elige over and over again.
That's crazy how close the kill distribution is for Big. It's very rare you'll see that this late into a game. And, you know, 2 frags the difference between the top and the bottom. 4 players on 16 kills. That is insane. Big playing some good CS right now, and Liquid are not ready to fight back. Taco trying to hold on to this orb. Oh my god. What? That's such a nice shot. This is humiliating for Liquid in the sense that they just can't seem to win a duel. Big are just absolutely schooling over this team. It's Naf trying to hold on to his gun. He does get a couple of kills on the exit, but it's a small consolation when Big have this much money to fall back on. And Liquid, quite the opposite.
I mean, this is great.
Double AWP on the T side.
I wonder what you were pointing at. You pointed at an AK on when you reached over. I was
just pointing at the AWPs. I was doing that with both fingers.
Yeah. I think you misaligned. But still, double AWP, as you say. That's between tabseN and Smooth. They're running that over on the CT side. Curious choice to sit on the T side, but it does lend itself to dust quite nicely. Elige and Nitro going to attempt to assemble this boost over at short. In the meantime, though, Big have got 4 players out at the long angle, and there's only one man. That's going to be Twist inside of the A bomb site to really try and do anything.
Gonna need a hero play here. Smooth is hunting for that kill, but Twist playing extremely passive on the back of this site. Molotov going out to the car, but no one's worked their way up that far along, so right now, Big are just holding their ground. They've done this a lot, though. They've taken initial long control and just kind of sat here waiting to see if Liquid get aggressive. And, well, it hasn't been the case. Big have just been holding their time. No reason to rush. We've got 50 seconds on the clock, although time beginning to tick away, and that's a pick for Smooya. That's an opening for Big now, because there's only one player, as you say, on that A-bomb site. Rotation comes in through short from Elige, and Nitro going to be joining him side by side, hand in hand, but they should probably hold on to their guns now, because Big are about to assimilate up on this A site.
Yeah, they're going to assimilate all over the place. Don't know what that means, but here we go. Push going to come through. tabseN dropping Taco, and now all 3 players for Liquid here. Nitro up close in the smoke. Spots out Nex. And Gobby, that's the bomb drop. There's only 15 seconds. Time's ticking down. They have to get this bomb into the bomb site. Smooth has fallen. And now it's TiZian and tabseN. Nitro left in a 1v2. He's dropped the bomb. He's done it. He just has to hide away. tabseN has to find the kill. Time's ticking down, and tabseN's done it with the CZ. Big gonna find a 15th as tabseN. The time child himself. Able to go to pull them through to match point. 15-7. The buy comes in for Liquid. It's gonna be a pretty dismal one, all things considered. That was down at the wire. My heart was racing.
Yeah, and Nitro had to peek as well. You could have argued, why did he peek with 2 seconds left? But he could hear that tabseN was so close. If he hides, he just gets pre-fired. If he peeks, maybe he can catch tabseN off guard. But too fast on that CZ. A nice attempt nonetheless from Nitro specifically, but Liquid, again, yet to get a CT side round. This is our fear. This is our prediction of this second half, Harry. After such a carry from Elige, and he's already out of the server. Smooya's doubled up on short with Nex. and they found 2 kills to their name. Naf already hit with his AWP on the cross, so GodB's taking the secondary AWP this round, and he's even doing damage with it. Nitro's getting dropped, 2 men left up for Liquid, and this might be a done deal.
Yeah, it's certainly starting to look that way. Taco and Naf left. GodB over at the car. He's had a lot of success in this position on his CT side. The bomb's over at B, though. Things can only get worse for Taco here. And GodB going to finish him off at the very end. That's 16-7 as Big managed to triumph over Liquid. I would love it if we had the tweet to hand, if we could show that, but I don't know if we can. So, yeah, we can just talk about it. You know, your boy Smooya did that interview, and he said he was going to bang out Liquid. And then Liquid, you know, they weren't too thrilled with it. They exchanged a little bit of banter back and forth on Twitter, but it looked like Smooya stayed true to his word.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just Smooya. That was
the rest of the big boys.
That was a huge team effort from Big, right? GodB, fantastic game, like hitting every single shot, opening up every round on the T side. CT side was great as well, was holding on to that ace, like just on his own from time to time. Obviously, Smooya had a lot of impact in terms of getting picks with that AWP and almost winning every AWP duel. It was just a leash that could seemingly counter him, as with everyone, I guess, to some extent. But yeah, everyone having their moments in that game, and Big just destroying Liquid.
Yeah, well, I guess ESL One, it's coming home. Who knew? We're going to go ahead and throw this one off to a break, and then we'll be back with more Counter-Strike.
Incendiary out.